Hi everybody, this is DearMamaSal, and the word of today is fair. Hi everyone, this is DearMamaSal, and I just wanted to give you an update as to what's happening with my house. I had a house inspection happen yesterday, and a really good inspector came. When I say really good, he was so thorough. Now, to be fair, I was pretty sure he was going to find things that I didn't know about. He was that thorough. But I couldn't help but be impressed with his professionalism, his social skills, and everything else. And so it was interesting because last night he had presented his findings to the buyer, and sure enough, he found a lot of things that I didn't know were necessarily an issue. And the peculiar thing was that I might lose the sale because of it. I mean, there is a possibility. But what I had to concentrate on, and what I have been concentrating on, is, this is fair. He was good. I mean, he was so good that I made sure that my realtor knew that when I buy again, whenever that may be, I want this guy checking out the place I want to buy, because he really was that good. And so you can't have it both ways, right? He either is really good and he's going to find stuff that you might not even have known about, or you're going to have some bozo. And so to me, this was like, I expected him to come in with a report that was less than I necessarily wanted on my house, more in some ways. Anyway, so here's the thing. Does that mean that the sale collapses? Not necessarily. Everybody is taking a step back to give it a bit of thought for a couple of days. And, it's interesting because I know that the buyer loves my house, and I love her to bits, by the way. I met her yesterday, and she's just like me, except younger. And she just kept saying to me, I just feel the love and the light in this house. And I went, yep, me too, that's what I felt. And so I know she loves it to bits, but she's scared, and I understand that. She's scared of coming into a property and having to do major renovations. The plumbing needs to be redone, ideally, and stuff like that. So I understand totally where she's coming from. And the interesting thing for me was I felt absolutely no animosity towards the inspector at all. I just nodded my head and went, yep, he did a good job. Knew he was going to. And so what if I don't have any fear? This is the whole thing that I'm trying to explain to people. You see, either the buyer will decide that it's too much for her, and I assure you that we're all trying to tell her in different ways, spend a bit of money, you got a house for the rest of your life at a very good price. But if she decides not to, I would understand that, and I would be back at square one without a buyer, just before Christmas. And trying to work out how I'm going to do this. But I don't have to worry about that part yet, because at the moment I still have a buyer. So I don't know what it is that's going on in your life, but I do know what's going on in mine. And what I keep saying to myself is, Sal, just concentrate on what you can control. Can I control the decision that the buyer makes? Nope. I might be able to give a couple of points that might settle it down a bit, which I have done. But really, it's her decision. And I totally respect that. I I am not angry at anybody. I am not upset with anybody. I am just like, it is what it is. And if it's meant to be, it will happen. What I'm looking for is, when she comes back with a decision, to be able to, either negotiate for a win-win, that she's happy and I'm happy. That would be my best, situation, because I really liked her such a lot. And so to me it's like, or if she decides it's too much, quite honestly, I wouldn't mind her as a friend. She was such a nice human being. And so I wonder if this is making any sense in your life. What is it that you are worrying about so much? What is it you are stressing about so much? And are you busy stressing about things you cannot control? Because if so, it's an absolute waste of time and energy. So I'm out to go shopping now, because there's nothing more I can do. I have done all the things that I can do. And now it's up to the universe and the house gods and whatever, to sort it all out for me. I've done my bit as best I can. But wasn't it nice to hear that what she felt in my house was love and light? I thought that was so kind of her. And I told her that. I said, wow, that it's so amazing, because that's exactly what I felt when I walked in here originally 20 years ago. So I realize at a very deep level that maybe this whole business taking so long has been to help me. Has been to help me learn the whole serenity prayer thing, that help me understand the things I can control and the ones that I can't. And just to be at peace, because stressing myself out is really not going to help. Not at all. It'll just make me sick. I am constantly, I do need to tell you that I have been eating a bit extra. I put on weight, and I am forgiving myself for that, because I'm not smoking, which I could easily have done, I think. But the interesting thing is, I am concentrating on two things only in terms of my health. Am I keeping my blood sugar under control as best I can, other than Halloween? That was a little bit of a blip. And the second thing is, what is my resting heart rate? You see, if my resting heart rate is good, which it is, and if my blood sugar is under control, which, other than Halloween, it is, then that's what's important. That means I'm doing pretty well on my health. Yes, I may have put on some weight again, but you know something, weight you can take off. I'm not putting, my heart is not under undue stress, otherwise it would show up in my resting heart rate. And so I'm just doing what I can, quietly. And every day I keep reminding myself to trust the process. This is a process. This doesn't go the way you want it to. It goes the way that it goes. And eventually my house will sell. And then eventually I will find my next place. I wonder if you can feel the feeling that I have about all of this. I wonder if it comes through as you listen to the video. You see, I believe that the buyer will be fair. I believe that the inspector was fair. I believe that my realtor is fair. I believe that I will do everything in my power to be fair. And if all that balances out, then I will sell my house at a fair price, and the buyer will buy a house at a fair price, and everybody will know that. It sounds pretty fair to me. This is DearMamaSal saying bye-bye for now.